Hi Libra and welcome to Silky Intuitive. We're going to look at the update of a video that I ran about a year ago. It's called Should I Stay or Should I Go? It's focus, home, life, job, path, career, school, your current surroundings. Whatever it is that resonates in your life, we want to take a look at the situation. And if you're asking yourself, is it time to leave? Then you're pretty much already in tune with your own focus. Now let's see. I might talk about you here, I might not. Libra. Let's see what's coming up for you. First, I need 8 cards down. Libra. I think we're just about there. Now, while I'm doing this, if you want a reading, and just for you, reach out to me through a website, reach out to me through an email address. I will get back to you. We'll get your invoice going for a private reading meant just for you, your path, your life concerns. And at the end of this reading, I'm going to go over to Vimeo, and I'm going to run a reading that focuses on love, and that one is also an update. It's going to focus on the question that asks, have I met the right one? Again, that is an update from last summer. Years past. Let's take a look at where we are now. First, we ask in the position of number 1, what is your present situation? Again, it focuses a lot on work, a lot on career, business, but let's just wait and see what the card reveals. The current situation, the Tower. Some of you see an ending coming. Whatever this resonates to around you, it could talk about a failing company, a failing workplace, a failing situation that you are focusing on. There's a ending and a beginning, but this is the kind of disruption that changes everything. And so in the situation of should I stay or should I go, some of you are going through a natural ending already. Now, whether or not you decide or you are even able to remain in the situation depends on your circumstances. So let's look at the next position. Is anything blocking me from moving on? Well, we know we have the Tower card here, first of all. Blocking the shadow, the darker side of humanity, the darker side of life. For some of you, there's an ending here. Maybe it's your home environment that needs to go through a transformation because some of you are going through a dark place. Maybe things that are hidden around the situation. This can talk about endings in so many aspects of life, though. It really depends on how this is impacting you on a very personal level. But again, what's blocking you may just be that there's some deception going on around you, and the deception is preventing you from moving positively, maybe away from it. And so if you're asking, should I stay or should I go? There are a lot of reasons why you have to respond that it's time to go. But let's see what else is going on. In the next position, what are my strengths? Libra. A heart of gold. Someone who does things for the greater good. On a spiritual level, you don't have to be spiritual to have spiritual strength. This can definitely be talking about your connection to humanity. Feels like there's some darkness around Libra and some changes that need to be brought about. As a strong suit, though, it feels very much like Libra, which is pretty much standard behavior for Libra is that what you're doing very well be for the greater good. Those are your strong suits, and those things can work in your favor, especially when it feels like you may be in a period of turmoil around your career path. It may be that you've been given a job that you just cannot stand, that you just don't want to work with anymore. And there's a need to depart the situation, even for just a small amount of time. It feels like there has to be an absolute separation of you from a certain situation. Next. Are there any reasons to stay? You are the magician. Wherever you are in life, you're working the magic. You're working the magic to change your life. There are disruptions going on around you, but you seem to have a golden touch with whatever it is that you're dealing with here, Libra. You're dealing with a very strong, spiritually guided upper hand. You're making the right choices during a time of darkness and what feels like a time of despair, but there's an awareness going on around you. Eyes are opening, things are changing. The folk may be changing from bad to good. I feel very much like there is a swing or a swaying in the aura of your situation. And you're going from a period of dark into a period of awareness or light. He's the magician. Now, what are the benefits of staying? The sun, the light, the truth, just like the awareness brings light, brings the reality of the situation. But in this case, there are going to be successful, positive, enlightening endings here during this process of decision. You stick with the situation and see it through to the end, or is something so dark and disturbing that you're ready to let go of it. But there is a sunny light of truth that comes into your situation that brings awareness. It all kind of flows together. A lot of major arcana here too, which also tells me that some of the things that are happening are out of your control. All you can do, and I'm hearing all you can do, is be a mouthpiece for the situation. Someone who speaks for the situation, but it's almost as if you're an observer and you're watching this whole thing play out in front of you, and none of it is in your control. But as the changes shift and things come about that progress or push you forward through the situation, there's light and truth and honesty in whatever it is that's coming through to the end. Now, is there anything blocking me from progressing right where I am? I think not. The Six of Pentacles. There's something very dark happening, I think, somewhere in your life, Libra. A dark person, a dark energy, dark situation. But what you've got here is the prosperity to move forward. So regardless of what happens here, I don't think that finances will be one of those things that block you. You'll be blocked by this. There'll be something blocking some movement that you want to make right now. But it comes from a dark place. On a success level, I think that your prosperity feels very in tune with the things that you need. There's very much a balance of lifestyle and income, and they seem to play well together. So On that level, as far as home goes, I think that's a secure place. There's an outside energy that's dark here for Libra. That's the part that's maybe getting in the way of moving forward. Now, what are the strengths that you need to play to? The universe, your ability to achieve. This is the world. This is your own ability to start and stop the cycles in your life at will. If you're in a bad, dark situation, you know how to end it. It's part of your natural ability to start and stop cycles, some of them karmic, in your life. When something needs to be ended, my Libras can generally put a pretty solid ending on stuff. And maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe there's something, a strength within you that lends a hand at stopping a negative cycle. But it's a negative cycle that is truly affecting you deeply. But again, another major arcana says that this thing is out of your control, out of your hands. It's either up to other individuals or it's up to a spiritual strength. And the outcome asks the question, should I stay? Choose wisely. The Seven of Cups. I think maybe some of you just have no idea what it is you need to do to change this situation going on in your life, this dark thing. You're wondering if there is anything that you can change in your own day-to-day, to change what feels like an outside force. You've got light, you've got success, you've got cycles ending and completing, you've got material prosperity. You've also got what feels to me to be a soul that is more about doing the right thing than going with the negative or the bad. And all in this atmosphere, you have a very dark occurrence going on in whatever aspect that touches your life, and I don't know where that is. Some of you, it touches your finances. This is really about someone who's in control. The dark figure, the dark force, the enemy force, maybe, if you will, around you. Could be your employer, the company you work for, the darkness that happens is someone or something that is very much in control here, on a very wide level, on a very broad level. You be a person who is considering, say, moving out of the United States because of the current government. On that kind of a wide level, you may very well be dealing with something or someone like that. But this is really focusing on someone who is in control, but they're controlling the disruption. They're controlling the dark side of the situation. And what you feel to me like you're trying to do is emerge from the dark place, making smart choices, making the wise choices, but emerging out of a place of darkness, or a place that is a place in life that you're being led by someone who is in a very dark place, or a very dark personality. It may be time to leave because of that personality on whatever level that is speaking to you. Yeah, see, some of you are considering moving away. You may be thinking about changing your home. The disruption here may be that you're being called back home, back to your original home, in order to take care of someone who needs you. It may be an upheaval of your home in that way. But moving towards something better. I almost feel that some of you are dealing with a very, very negative force and you're working for this person or you're working at their side every day, but they feel very much like they have some control over your life. And now we have the Ace of Swords. It's about the ability to speak clearly and certainly, making firm decisions that guide you and direct you, and being clear with communication. If you're a communicator in any way, shape, or form, this is you maybe seeking a new beginning without this dark force hanging over your head, looming over you. Some of you have this dark force that feels like it's almost playing with you. Temperance, looking for the right combination to bring peace into your life, into the world. The Hermit. A lot of your time is spent reflecting on this situation, studying the situation you're in, looking for answers, looking for the light of truth. I think this here, more of that very heavy kind of major arcana energy that says this thing is bigger than you are. But changes are going to come for some of you. Decisions will be made, and some of them are going to have to be made quickly in some circumstances. But change is coming, and decisions, choices are going to have to be made in this outcome. And for some of you, it's about seeking the truth and achieving the justice in the truth, even if it means dismissing or turning away this disruptive energy, because it feels like some of you are trying to do away with the disruption and bring a more peaceful surrounding to whatever your workplace is, whatever your home is like. If we're talking about a home situation, we're trying to dismiss the dark energy without disrupting our lives here. And so I still see this year you be in a stage of change, just making the proper choices in order to do away with this energy. But I don't really see the actual movement here, except with the universe. But this, to me, is about your cycles, the cycles you're taking in your life, and the movement through them. Part of the movement that's happening for some of you is shedding this disruptive force around you. Some of you, it's part of what you do. It's part of who you are. It's part of your drive right now, is dismissing the negative force that is overwhelming you currently. It feels very overwhelming. That's what I've got for you right now. If you want a reading meant just for you, Libra, reach out to me. Email, website, that's fine. And now I'm going to go over to Vimeo and run a reading for your love life. Here, some of you feel like you're still transitioning through a period of darkness, whether it's a dark person, a dark force, a dark time in your life. It feels still like you're in the process of transitioning through it. It may take you another year. Check back with me either for a reading of your own or next year. I'll be back with this reading again, I hope. And until the next time, and over at Vimeo, we'll see you for your love reading. Take care. Be well, Libra friends, and peace.